if you have maintenance techs on staff, how do you evaluate their performance? Do you have KPIs for them? I actually
Yes,
do.
so I would, yeah, I know you do, Matthew, but are yours billable hours? Is that how you're tracking billable hours, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I'm
Is that
actually
one of
about to
them?
I'm about to throw this up, and that you feel free to
Sure,
write this
perfect.
down, everybody, because this is exactly what we tell our team. Um, we call it our top five, and so I like to make everything as simple as possible. And these are the five things that we always repeat to our maintenance technicians so that they know how to have a successful day. So the first one, y'all have seen that, is work 40, bill 38. The second one is drive safe and be safe. Let me tell you where this came. We had a bunch of maintenance technicians that didn't know how to drive and were wrecking cars all over the place. One year, my insurance on my cars, and this was before, before we were our size. This was like 5 or 6 years ago. Went from 60 grand a year to like 120 or 150 grand, and you can just imagine the sick feeling. But we've figured it out. We're driving safely now because we had so many wrecks. The third thing is communicate, and this is really important, as you know, knowing what's happening out there. Don't let me find out about a problem too late. Go ahead and be communicating with me when you're out there and there's an issue. So make sure that you do a great job of communicating. Number four is photos and notes on every work order. We really feel like one of their jobs is to do, and this really falls under communicate, is to do a great job of communicating to the owner through the work order. So, pictures worth 1,000 words. We've heard that a billion times, but making sure they take a ton of photos of it and then giving a more narrative, uh, like feel on the work order. So let me, if I went to a house and an owner, I was a plumber and an owner was taking a cold shower, and I was at the house with the owner, right? The owner's taking a cold shower, not a rental house yet. I could just put water heater, $1,500 or whatever it is, and give the owner the invoice because they felt the pain of the cold shower. My point to our maintenance technicians is our owners are not feeling the pain of the cold shower. So we would prefer you to talk about how you diagnosed what you found with the water heater, where you went to get the water heater, what you had to do to replace the hot water heater. It's spending $1,500 and with a paragraph is way feels way better than replace water heater. So make sure that you're putting narratives in your work orders. And then the last thing is make sure that you're accounting for all materials. There was a time in Evernest history where we lost money for every dollar we would spend on materials, we would only get 80 cents back. And so we want to make sure that people are inputting their materials. So that's how we grade our if Paul, if you want to know, that's how we grade our technicians.
Well, I would add billable hours is one. So, you're definitely, that's going to be important to track as a KPI. What you don't want happening is somebody goes out and does a work order. He does it. He completes it. He's closed out. And the tenant is like, it wasn't done, or it's still broken. So he has to go back out there. So how, he's obviously who's going to pay for that at this point. So that's a really good KPI is, don't pay for double, on billable hours, but because that's going to be a cost that the company eats, because I can't go back to the owner for that either.